Most websites suck when it comes to generating leads. Yours is probably one of them. In this video, I'm going to walk through several examples, some good examples and some shocking examples to show you how websites should be laid out, how they should perform if you're focusing on leads. Well, hi, my name is Paul Easton. I've been in the digital agency space for over 20 years and I've always been looking at different websites, making them perform better, taking from what is a poor performing website, especially in the service industry, to generating hundreds of leads for the business. Now, let me jump onto my screen and I'll walk you through the examples. Okay, in this first example, it's something I want to bring your attention to. Now, you see it's an e-commerce site which allows you to purchase on it. Now, a couple of things about selling online. People are not going to buy things online that they can buy at the local store. There's just no point in doing anything like this. So if you're considering doing anything in an e-commerce store, be aware that you need to have some sort of point of difference and reason to purchase online. So these products can be easily bought in a local store, so why would you buy them online? So let me just scroll down. I want to show you something. So look what happens here. See, this is out of line here. Now immediately you think if this was done in a printed piece of paper, that there's something wrong. But on this website particularly, it makes it look out of line. It looks like untrustworthy to start with. Let me just go down again, see if it does it again. And it does it again over here. So the reason I'm showing this is things like this that stand out and are out of line, even on a standard view, they immediately create suspicion. Is this a trusted site? Is this someone that I can do business with? From that point of view, that's one of the first things you need to look at. And this site particularly has a lot of other things going on to it, but those are the most obvious ones. So let me jump onto another one. So look at this. This is a professional site. It's well laid out. The images are now laid up. If I scroll down here, the menu stays in place, which is one very good plus. But I would like this button to be larger and stand out more. Well, because I've had work with this business, I know what was happening. So what was happening in this space is people were coming onto the site and they were immediately clicking on this blog link and they were going off and reading the articles and leaving. And this menu up here has too many distractions, which allows people to go off and do other things. Now, let me just go down a little bit. This is a good menu, good offer, well lined up. And this is what majority of even agency sites are set like. But I'll tell you something right now. A lot of agency sites don't convert very well. You should think that they'd be better. This part is good. Shows definitely something. It's around social proofs. It does say what they've done. And the colouring's good. And a bit more down here again. But there's also a lot of distractions for getting people to take action. In this market, you want to generate a lead or some sort of action. Let me just jump back to make sure I am. Does it get back to the home page? Yes, so here's the cover, covers it again. No, this is directly on the home page. So, less distractions. There is a lot going on up here, and you've probably got a menu similar to this on top of yours. These things here that are not directly focusing on generating leads can be moved down to the bottom menu. If people are looking for those details, the About one I would definitely leave there because it does tell a little bit of value, but you don't necessarily want multiple choices up here. You want very simple actions. As soon as you put more actions up here, more choices, people will do less of them. All the data that I've seen over many websites means you need to make it really simple for people to take action. Look at Google. There's only one thing to do on the site. They make it clearly obvious what you want to do. So let me jump on to the next one. So look at this. This is a service industry. It's an electrician. You've got a good video in the background which sits here. On the top left here, on the top right, you've got their number. Now if I had a choice of one little impression I'd make here, I would make this number bigger and I would make it as a free calling number. Even though it's a local business, it's a trust element. When you have in this case, an 0800 number for this New Zealand company, you're immediately building more trust with the visitor who's arrived to you. It's more likely that a person is going to ring a 0800 number because they see you as more established, possibly a bigger company. Doesn't matter that this is actually a local company, but that's one key point. Now, the green issue here is the command button, which is very similar to its brand. Now, some cases you can have where these buttons are so similar to the brand that they don't stand out. In this case, it's not too bad on the whole, but an orange or a conflict or a contrasting colour would make it stand out better. Now, good. Look at this here. You've got their pulling in their review straight away, and this was one of the implementations I put in place. So you can tell that they're a trusted company. There's a couple of weird things going on here with the images. I'm not sure why this is happening, but again, it's a little bit out. But they've got, who they serve, what they do, personal invite. And then it gets a little bit distracted here with several directions, but it gives you some ideas on where you could go. You've got free estimate here, you've got chat, give us a call, and some of their projects down the bottom from their social. And again, menu at the bottom, phone number at the bottom. If people are looking for it, look, these are all areas that they service. So when you run ads, you can have send particularly to particular ads, and a local menu. So on the whole, I give it an 8 out of 10. But again, contrasting button colours would help, and that 1-800 or 0800 number for ease of trust. So before I forget, look, if you like this information and you want to get my secrets to high quality lead generation, I've made a video course which gets access to the 3 secrets of high quality lead generation for free. Now I'll put the link in the description, but this is a straight out video lessons on how to focus your site, how to get better quality leads, and how to measure it so you know if you're going to do any marketing, you know where your marketing is going to. Now the last one I'm going to go on to here. So this one is really interesting. So what you've got here is a web development company which has taken a different approach. So standard approach, you've got the menu on the right. You see across here, the menu is fairly straightforward. There is a little bit of a drop down of different things. They've got the About Us button, which you can find out about them very quickly. You've got a Contact Us button. Now, if I just double check, I would lock it in place. There it is. It's locked in place anyway. I wouldn't necessarily have it disappear. I don't see the point in that. It should be there all the time. But you see here, you've got a real strong call to action, a really reason to buy from them. You can get a website built from them and pay it off. And when they go down here, they're very open about their prices. I've worked with this guy, he's very professional, and you've got your prices up front. You can get started with them and what all the packages include. But if you want a new website and you are looking for something that's you can pay off and is professional for generating leads, I will drop his link in there as well. And if you use my name, he will connect up with me, and I'll make sure that your website gets created, and so it does perform. So look what we've covered. We've covered e-commerce here, trust lost because of the content and the way it's written, with things out of line. We've got the good example here, which I still said that running a 1-800 numbers, I would make it bigger as well, just so it stands out. There's also tracking. This particular site doesn't have tracking in place, which is another video I put together, tracking phone numbers so you can track them from advertising. Then you've got the last example site, the Million Leads site, which it's very clear, it's very professional, and it should be in this industry as well. And he's generating you down to the plans within your site. Very easy to follow what he does. You can see the point of difference, and he focuses on the phone calls. So look, I hope this has been of value for you. Like I said right at the start, working at agencies, I see all the same mistakes, even from very so-called professional web designers and web development companies. If they don't understand what your goals are, which will be increasing the amount of leads to your site, they generally do it focused on brand, and brand doesn't always perform. Hope you got some value out of this, and bye for now.